When you look at Mortal Kombat 1 on Nintendo Switch, you don't even have to play the game to see how butt ugly it looks when comparing it to the Series X or PS5 versions. The title screen will show you just that right away. Now keep in mind this game is not on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, so the fact that we even have it on the Switch is a miracle. I didn't have high expectations when I got the game on the Switch, but let's look at the visual mess that this game is on the weak Switch hardware. I mean, beyond the visuals, this is a complete game. Warner Bros. Games delivered the full experience here. This is not Mortal Kombat Legacy Edition or something. You'll get all the modes, the full story mode with all the cutscenes, and all the other single player modes. There is the new Invasions mode that has an RPG element to it. There is the local and online multiplayers, all the characters, all the customizations, everything is here. Even the hundreds of quirky dialogues that change based on who's fighting, they're all here.
You could have ruled at my side. Just the thought of it sickens me.
Maybe that's why they're asking for $70 for this game instead of the usual $60. I mean, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom could demand that $10 premium, but can Mortal Kombat 1? This game doesn't have crossplay, so I thought it would be hard to find an online match, but you know what? It's not too bad. Looks like at least during the launch window, there is a decent player base on the Nintendo Switch. Delivering all of that content means the game is massive. On the Switch, you'll need about 35 gigabytes of space, but on the Series S, you'll need 102 gigabytes. Series X is even larger, 141 gigabytes. Before we get into the graphics and frame rate, let's talk about the loading times. Continuing the story from dashboard takes 14 seconds on the Series X, 18 seconds on the Series S, and a respectable 40 seconds on Nintendo Switch. There is a faster way to get back in the game, and that's Quick Resume, where the Nintendo Switch actually beats the more powerful Series S and X. Switch only takes 4 seconds to get back into your game versus the 10 to 12 seconds it takes on the Xbox consoles. The thing is though, there are other slowdowns you'll experience on the Nintendo Switch. For example, the transitions from cutscenes to fighting are seamless on the Series S and X, whereas on the Nintendo Switch, there is a loading screen that pops up in between them. There's also a longer loading screen between different matches. And if you're playing story mode, Nintendo Switch won't let you skip cutscenes for a while. It's almost like it's loading something in the background. You'll have to wait at least 20 to 30 seconds before you can skip. As you already saw, visually the game looks bad when you compare the Switch version to the Series S and X consoles. There's a lot more detailed in the environments on the more powerful console. There's a lot more details to the fighters. This is especially true on the Series X, but the Series S is almost like right up there, and it's pretty good considering it's a much cheaper console. Nintendo Switch runs the game at about 720p native and then upscales it to 900p. Series S runs the game at about 1080p natively and then upscales it to 1440p. Xbox Series X and PS5 run the game at about 1800p native and then upscale it to 4K resolution. Now the gameplay targets 60 FPS on all consoles, even the Nintendo Switch. The Series S and X both are really good at getting this frame rate. It's a solid 60 FPS gameplay without any drops. Now of course the fatalities as well as all the celebrations and cutscenes are 30 FPS, and you'll notice the frame rate kind of jump between 30 and 60 FPS when these transitions happen. On the Switch though, I did notice some delays even when it comes to the cutscenes. I mean, you'll notice that there are some, freezes and whatnot even during the cutscenes, but it is amazing that Warner Bros. Games is prioritizing 60 FPS gameplay even on the Switch. I would have expected perhaps 30 FPS gameplay on this console, so it's nice to see the 60 FPS target. The Switch can't hold the 60 FPS all the time though. There are drops into the 50s, but you know what? It's not bad overall. Getting 60 FPS for this game on a weak hardware from 2015, not bad at all. Oh, and every time you do a move that requires some live action, the frame rate on the Switch is gonna dip to 30 FPS. You know what? This does start to feel odd over time. I mean, you could be doing 60 and then it drops to 30 and then back up to 60. It kind of is all over the place in this sense. Even in handheld mode, the Switch does deliver 60 FPS. The portable screen here is of course 720p resolution, which does get upscaled from 480p native. There's also graphical bugs on the Nintendo Switch. Some of them look pretty odd. Here's one example where Jira's bell has a long line. I'm not sure what that is. Overall, I know the game looks bad on the Switch when it comes to the graphics, but what did you really expect? At least be thankful that Mortal Kombat 1 is on the Switch. PS4 and Xbox One owners are asking why they didn't get this game. Now for the rest of the video, I have some more gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1 on Nintendo Switch, and I will be showing the FPS counter at all times.
I see you. I am the chosen one.
Round 2, fight.
Battle the god of fire.
Round 2, fight. Finish him! Liu Kang wins.
Patience wears thin.
Round 2, fight.